I don't know, we'll put it to the audience. Like, do you think Ed should be allowed to eat his breakfast on camera? Or am I right in saying that it's really, really annoying and that no one wants to see that? So, like, I could be wrong. Maybe they will find it hilarious. Maybe you'll be right. We'll see. We'll find out next week. Do the intro thing. Hello everybody and welcome to Working Title Productions. I'm Ben Hees and today we're bringing you another very special episode of Movie Talk, the movie talk show for fans, run by fans. And today we have, what, you don't like it?
I mean,
I thought
sure.
about it last night. I was like, oh, that could be good. I'll try it out.
Okay.
Today we're going to do a very special episode. It's our Finding Dory review. Finding Dory, as we're filming this, had come out yesterday. We were very fortunate. We both had free time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's just go see it.
Yeah.
Get it up there for everybody to see. Unlike our X-Men review, which was really, really late,
Yeah.
our Finding Dory review is going to be nice and early. We might be one of the first ones up.
No,
Jeremy Johns is going up. I haven't watched it yet.
Most critics.
So what you'll see here is purely original thought.
Do you want me to tell you what?
No. I'll watch it afterwards.
And all the critics have already saw advanced screenings, so they've already got.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, we're the first regular people, Ed.
Okay.
Yeah. Australia, mate.
Australia.
That's why I wanted to get the video out early. I know.
Oh,
Anyway, we'll get straight into it. We'll dive right into it. This will be a spoiler-free episode. I think we can talk about this movie quite confidently without spoiling anything. There might be spoilers for Finding Nemo, I suppose, but that's to be expected when talking about a sequel to a movie. And that's what I really want to start off with. It's the fact that this is a sequel, obviously, to Finding Nemo. Pixar don't have the best history with sequels, do they? I mean, like, you're a fan of Cars 2.
Yeah.
But the general consensus is that Cars 2 is not a good movie. I fall into the general consensus on that occasion.
I like Cars 2.
I know you do.
It's a fun space.
I can see why you do. It's got a lot of things that appeal to you. Me personally, I'm like a lot of people. I didn't like Cars too much. Monsters University, the prequel to Monsters Incorporated. It's a movie that a lot of people don't really like.
Monsters Inc. Monsters Incorporated?
Yes.
Good lord.
It's a movie that a lot of people don't like. I haven't seen Monsters University,
Monsters
so I
University
don't know
is good.
for sure. It's good? Okay. Not as good as the original.
Not at all.
No.
Not
See,
at
there
all.
you go.
Nowhere near as good.
The only sequel really, again, you fall in the opposite camp to this, and most people will agree actually holds up to the original. Not as good, but holds up to the original, is Toy Story 2 from Pixar. Jed doesn't like that much because you're an idiot.
That's rude. Sorry for having an opinion, you know. It's almost like we've got an entire channel based off that idea, Ben.
I know. I'm just being silly.
It's got
the
actually
highest.
have so many issues.
Really? It's got the highest. It's got like
Story
95% of Rotten Tomatoes. I don't like Rotten Tomatoes anyway, so I shouldn't use that as an argument. Okay, but still,
Bugs me so much.
Still, most people find Toy Story 2 to be the superior of all of the sequels.
I was gonna say superior of all the Toy Story movies.
No,
I was gonna like
Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 1 are both better. I just think that Toy Story 2 is also great. Anyway, Finding Dory, in that camp of second installments in Pixar franchises, which there aren't many. There's a reason we didn't get a Cars 3. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
Finding Dory, I feel, sits a little closer to the higher end of the sequels. It's closer to Toy Story 2 in quality than Monsters University.
Even though you haven't seen Monsters University.
Even though I haven't seen it. I mean, there's a pretty...
Yet you made that comparison
There's a pretty strong consensus. I feel confident in making that comparison. Anyway, it took us 4 minutes just to get that out.
The movie's good.
The movie is good. There's certainly nothing wrong. There are things wrong. There's nothing horribly wrong with Finding Dory. There's no flaw that's so blindingly awful that it will turn you off the movie. The problem is there's also not really that much which makes you fall entirely in love with Finding Dory the same way you would have fallen in love with Finding Nemo. And unfortunately, I don't have many thoughts on this movie. I really have quite a simple mindset. I really, really enjoyed this movie, but it's not one I think I'll rewatch in theaters. Unless my mum really wants to go see it, because I probably owe that to her.
Or unless that other lucky person in your life wants to go see it with you.
Oh yeah.
So these are things you have to think about now, Ben. Don't worry, I'll cut that out.
No. You can leave that in.
Oh, guys. Yeah. On the entire world to know about. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie.
I really didn't think of that.
Like, I wasn't really sure what I expected going in. Like, I was thinking, oh yeah, I reckon they'll like really play up the nostalgia factor. They'll bring up all the old supporting cast back and stuff, and have a lot of fun with it. Like, we'll get the Sharks Anonymous and stuff like that. We'll get all that back.
Hello, my name's Bruce.
My favourite part of the original Finding Dory.
Oh yeah, it's great.
But no, they don't really do that. Like, they really only keep Marlin, Nemo, and Dory from the original movie. With some, we see the school of fish, that like Nemo's school of
Stingray.
Fish. Yeah, we see them for a little bit, but they're not important to the story. Like, they weren't in the first one.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, they had just there.
They had some nominal importance to the first film.
Yeah, sure.
This one, they're just sort of there.
Yeah.
It's a reminder of the
it's
world.
just more context stuff, yeah. But this was really cool. Like, I really enjoy the change in location. I'm not sure if it's a spoiler to say that it moves to California.
They don't know where in California. Yeah.
I don't know, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, so, like, I think that they work with that really cool, and there are some... And because of that, because of changing location, like, all the new supporting characters are really, really, really strong. Like, they introduce new supporting characters that we wouldn't have really expected, and, like, a lot of them, like, are some of my new favourite Pixar characters.
Yeah, actually, a lot of the supporting cast are quite strong.
And, like, they're not even there just for, like, giggles and stuff. Like, some of them have their own, like, massive story arcs. Like, think about Hank, who we don't
even see in the trailer.
I haven't even seen the trailer for Finding Dory.
I haven't seen every trailer. I think I missed one of them. But of the ones I did see, and I did see most of them, he does not appear in the trailers at all. And then in the story, I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, Hank has probably the third most significant story arc after Marlin and Dory.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Like, I wasn't really expecting. I was leaning over to Ben. I was like, I don't really know what this guy's deal is. Like, I wasn't really like sure what to make of him initially, but like it turned out really, really cool, which is good. And him and Dory have a really, really good dynamic just because they are so different, and that was really interesting. I want to give a particular shout out to Marlin's story arc specifically because like.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, like,
keep going.
It's hard to say without spoiling it, but like he's...
No, that's not my issue with it. Keep going.
Okay. But yeah, like, I just thought it was just like really, really, really strong how he learns to like actually really appreciate Dory and all the things that she brings. I just thought the way they did that was really, really good. Especially in a day and age where we talk all about like mental illness and disabilities and that sort of thing. I thought this was really well done.
See, I like what they were trying to do in the way that he learns to accept Dory, but I don't like the way that they did it, because I feel like it sort of contradicts the lesson that he learned at the end of Finding Nemo. He learns a lot of things in Finding Nemo.
I can't remember the lesson that he learned at the end of Finding Nemo, because I haven't seen that movie in probably a decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, we already covered this, didn't we? Well, yeah. See, there's a lot of things that happen in Finding Nemo, but one of the things that Marlin learns is to just enjoy life in its uncertainty, and with all the fears that come with it, you've got to learn to enjoy it. And then to see at the start of this movie that Marlin is still as uptight as ever. He's like learned to let Nemo go out and explore with Mr. Stingray and the other students. He's still kind of very overprotective. And now, not only is he still kind of like that to Nemo, but in a way that they've been able to compromise, he's now very much overprotective on Dory. And I was like, it's like he didn't learn anything at the end of Finding Nemo. And, I don't know, it just kind of got to me a bit. And I like what they were trying to do. You're absolutely right. Yeah. The idea where he learns to appreciate Dory for who she is and what she can do is a great idea, and that's a great story to tell, but it comes at the sacrifice of things that he learned in Finding Nemo. Whether or not you're okay with that depends on viewer to viewer. Like I said, Ed likes it. Now, I don't. Whatever, but I just felt the need to bring that up.
Yeah, that's fair. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, and the voice cast in this is spectacular.
Oh, dead set.
I'm thinking of like a couple of characters in particular who were just that are like they're new characters and they're just like fantastically portrayed. Like,
It's like, a very funny
Idris Elba is perfect as a sea lion.
Idris Elba was definitely the sea lion?
Definitely the sea lion.
Alright. Idris Elba the sea lion.
What dream are you having? Oh, it's just so good. Like, I was a really big fan of it. And
even
on
Becky
that note,
the bird?
Yeah, Becky
who doesn't
say anything. There's a lot of like silly stuff like that. That's just like funny. Like it's just the movie is straight funny. I was like laughing most scenes. Definitely. Like it's funny. But like then I want to give a particular shout out to Ellen DeGeneres, who provides the voice for Dory because she's given a lot of character work to deal with, and she's not a voice actor by trade, I believe.
No, not really. So I don't think she does anything outside of her own show.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We're not experts on Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes,
but this is what we believe.
Yeah, and so she was really, really good in it. Like she just like really nailed all these different like emotional beats that Dory had to carry out. So I thought that was really
regardless of what she has done, she definitely doesn't have a lot of experience as a voice actor.
Yeah.
But she really brings it to the table. Like she gives everything in this role and she does a really good job.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of qualms, I suppose, a couple of issues with the movie.
Yep.
The plot, I know it's a kids' movie, but the plot is fairly predictable. And there are a lot of convenient things that happen to sort of push the plot along. In particular, like, for the sake of telling the story well, they've completely ruined the integrity of Dory's short-term memory loss.
Yep.
Like, it's there, and she can't remember things, but then she's starting to remember things, and I got a feeling that this was going to happen in the trailers, but it's just kind of like, wait, do you have short-term memory loss, or do you just have classical amnesia? Like, it's kind of weird. You start to pull on that thread, and it starts to just unravel the entire carpet. The less you think about that, the better off you'll be in the movie. Yeah. It is really convenient. It takes a long time to sort of get to the point of the story. A lot of things happen. You go through a lot of what feels like meaningless events at the time to sort of get to where you want to be at the end of the film. And like the third act is a lot of fun. Like, we had a ball watching that third act. It's hilarious. It's funny. Yeah. It's charming. But there's it's got Louis Armstrong. It's got the Sigourney Weaver in the movie.
Yeah,
we should save that. We should save that. We won't talk about that. We'll save it. They can see it in the movie.
Yeah. One thing that I will say about the third act, it did feel like it could have ended at a few different points, but then they introduced another story beat that had to be dealt with, like another form of conflict that had to be dealt with, like Dory's done this now, but she has to go.
Oh no!
Just like
and there's one final twist, one final obstacle to overcome. Yeah. How is she gonna get out of this one? By being Dory.
It's a whole it's interesting. But yeah, other than that, I think
it works perfectly well. Whereas Finding Nemo is a film that parents could watch and really enjoy and really relate to, Finding Dory is definitely much more for the kids. It's a lot brighter. Like, if you think about the colour palette of Finding Nemo, it starts really bright when they're in the
Reef.
Yeah, in the Great Barrier. I believe it's the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Off the coast of Australia.
Yeah.
Up in Queensland there. But this, and then when they go into the open ocean, it gets very, very dark. There's a lot of deeper blues. Yeah. The only real bright the only real bright, vibrant colours in that movie were Marlin and Dory, and of course Nemo when you get to him at the end. Like, even when they get to Sydney, for the most part, Sydney is overcast and sort of grim looking, and they're in a dentist shop for the most part, so there's a lot of dull colours there.
I mean, it's not inaccurate.
Whoa. I mean, not for a dentist. Sydney's a bright, vibrant place. Have you ever been to Sydney in the middle of a summer day? There's colours everywhere, Ed.
Ben, I live here.
Okay, good.
I was making a joke about how bleak Sydney can get, especially in winter.
It can.
And it does.
Yes. Sydney can be bright and vibrant. Anyway,
So bleak.
this one, I felt like consistently it was a lot more brighter. There was a lot more vibrant colours in this film, as opposed to Finding Nemo.
But I think that's just a reflection of like Dory's mind state. Like it's hard for her to get like incredibly down just because she can't remember.
Exactly,
why
she can't remember her
so,
issues.
Like,
she gets down, but not for long.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose it's a good point. Yeah, like
she never sinks to the same lows as Marlon does.
Yeah, and like the vast emptiness that is the ocean really reflects who Marlon is as a person. There is a vast emptiness in his life, particularly when he loses Nemo. Whereas Dory's movie is more colourful because Dory's a more colourful character. Yeah. So I suppose, like, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying that's an interesting artistic choice. And you can definitely feel it. You can feel the colour in Finding Dory.
The last thing I will say is that it doesn't really break any new ground technical wise. Like the music's very straightforward, the animation's very straightforward. But I will give a particular shout out to the short film they played in front of it. The new Pixar short Piper, which does break new ground.
It looks great,
animation wise and technical wise.
It's a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Is it a Pixar short or is it a Disney short?
It feels like I'm pretty sure it's a Pixar short.
Piper. It's called Piper. What more do you want from us? I think I've covered everything I want to say. Anything more you want to say?
No, I'm happy.
Very straightforward movie. Not a lot to say about us. If you like the Finding Nemo story, you're going to like Finding Dory. Nothing really new to see. It's not of the same level of depth and probably not the same quality story-wise as Finding Nemo was. It's more for the kids than it is for the adults. But that's okay, that's kind of what you expect. It is a children's animated movie, first and foremost, and it gets that job done really, really well. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Not that you should base everything solely on numbers, but just to sort of give you a general idea. Good, enjoyable movie. Ed, what do you reckon?
I'm not going to give it a score, but I'm just going to say go see it if you enjoy either animated features or if you enjoyed the original Finding Nemo.
Definitely. Right, that's really all we've got to say about Finding Dory today. Thank you so much for watching us. You can find us on YouTube, search Working Title Productions on the search bar. You're probably already watching us on YouTube, so it'd be great if you could just hit that subscribe button. If for some reason you're not, search us on YouTube, Working Title Productions. We are the first option that comes up on your search in the search bar. You can go like our Facebook page, I should say, at facebook.com/Working Title YouTube. You can tweet both me and Edward. Oliver also has his own Twitter handle.
We're not going to
Ollie's. Alright, I'm sorry. Ed and I have Twitter handles. You can tweet us anytime you want. I haven't been so active on Twitter recently, but I'm going to make an effort to actually be on Twitter, just in case something comes up. Yep. Like, comment, share. Actually, have you seen Finding Dory? Comment below and tell us what you thought about the movie. I have a feeling this is one that people are going to be a little passionate about just because of how great Finding Nemo was. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.